Tokyo is one of my most visited cities in the world, but I still remember the very first time. To say that I was overwhelmed would be an understatement. In truth, I was extremely intimidated. It wasn't my first time in Japan, mind you. I had enjoyed Osaka and Kyoto before, yet Tokyo was still able to make me feel small and dazed. It's a city that's impossible to describe without the help of superlatives, whether they refer to its size, density, taste, or vibrance. Hey there, poor traveler! We are Vince and Josh. There's no running out of things to do and places to visit in Tokyo, but in this video, we're trimming it down to the classics. Those that you probably don't want to miss on your first visit. Yes, they can get crowded, but they are popular for a reason. These sites can give you some of the best glimpses of the city, its unique beauty, long history, rich culture, and frenetic energy. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified when we upload new travel videos. At 634 meters, Tokyo Skytree is Japan's tallest structure, offering a panoramic view of the megalopolis. The entrance to the tower is on the 4th level of Skytree Town. The place is usually packed. If you didn't make advance reservations, approach the staff by the entrance and they will usually assign a time slot. Sometimes you're in for a long wait. On our first visit here, we arrived at 3 p.m. and was assigned a 5 p.m. slot. Fast tickets are available but they're double the regular price. You can also make an advance reservation online. Before the Skytree changed the Tokyo skyline in 2010, the tallest structure in Japan was the Tokyo Tower.
Kahit na nakailang beses na balik kami dito sa Tokyo, first time namin siyang puntahan. Ayan siya. Kita niyo ba? Sa background.
It is a communications tower that was built in 1958 and was inspired by the Eiffel Tower in Paris. At 333 meters tall, it welcomes tourists to its top observation decks to enjoy magnificent views of the city. Admission fees to the observation decks are 900 yen for the main deck and 2,800 yen for both decks. Hi guys! We're here in Akihabara. Akihabara is the otaku's ultimate mecca and Tokyo's quirkiest destination. Here you'll find several electronic stores, manga shops, maid cafes, Gundam Cafe, Tokyo Anime Center, and several arcade centers like Taito Station. If you have some yen to spare, spend some time trying to win a plushie. Do it! Or get lost in Yodobashi Akiba, a massive store brimming with electronics and household appliances. If you're planning on shopping, don't forget to bring your passport because you will need it to score the tax-free discount if your purchase is above 5,000 yen. Asakusa is one of the most well-known neighborhoods in Tokyo primarily because of the iconic Sensoji Temple. If you're walking from Asakusa Station, the first structure that will greet you is the Kaminarimon or Kaminari Gate, constructed over 1,000 years ago.
Yun, nandito na kami sa Kaminarimon Gate and papunta na kami ngayon sa loob.
From here, you'll be walking down Nakamisedori, a 250-meter long alley flanked with shops selling souvenirs and Japanese snacks. At the end, you'll find Sensoji, Tokyo's oldest temple built in 645 CE as a tribute to Kannon, the goddess of mercy. After temples and skyscrapers, how about a day trip to the happiest place on earth? Or places. 2 places. The Tokyo Disney Resort Complex comprises Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea. Which is better? Well, in my opinion, Disney Sea without question. It's more visually appealing and its rides more thrilling. But the most compelling reason why you should pick Disney Sea is that it is one of a kind. There are many other Disneylands. Well, there's another one not too far away in Hong Kong. I've only been to that one other Disneyland, but I can tell you that it is a bit similar to Tokyo Disneyland. There are differences here and there, but the key attractions and overall experience are the same. But you'll never find any other Disney Sea anywhere else in the world. So here's something that would make it easier for you to choose. If you've been to Disneyland Hong Kong or planning to go there, pick Disney Sea. That is, if you can choose only one. If you have more time and money, visit both. Why not? Since we're on the topic of twin attractions, have you heard of Team Labs? They have two magical sites in Tokyo, Team Lab Planets and Team Lab Borderless. Both are digital art museums that tickle your senses. Both are body immersive so you can actually interact with the installations. Team Lab Planets has only 7 sections spanning over 10,000 square meters, which means more space to move around. We were quite surprised too. We expected to see a room full of visitors, but it wasn't as crowded as I imagined. One thing you need to know about Team Lab Planets is that you will have to take off your shoes before entering because you will be wading in warm water at the very beginning and it gets knee-deep in some areas. Wear something knee-length or at least something you can roll up to the knees. The walls and even floors are made of mirrors, so make sure you don't wear short skirts either. But all these little preparations are worth it.
Grabe. Kailangan nyo siya isama sa itinerary nyo pag nandito kayo sa Tokyo. As in, super amazing. Sabi nga ni Marie Kondo is, it sparks joy.
Until 2018, the intersection of the Tsukiji Market was where Tokyo's famous fish auction happens.
Guys, nandito kami sa Tsukiji Itadori Market. So ito yung sikat na Tsukiji Market kung saan nangyayari yung fish auction.
It was the largest seafood market in the city. The main inner operation has since been moved to Toyosu, but the outer market remains alive and kicking. Several seafood restaurants and sushi bars continue to draw tourists from all over the world. On our last trip, we decided to try Tsukiji Itadori Market, a seafood restaurant that is well known for their kaisendon, a bowl of rice topped with assorted sashimi. There are over 15 bowls to choose from, including seared options if you're not a fan of raw fish. I decided to order Jo Kaisendon, which is a more premium version of their signature kaisendon. The bowl included slices of medium fatty tuna, salmon, and octopus among others. But the main reason I chose this was the uni. Among other toppings were salmon roe, scallop, and a beautiful shrimp at the very center. Vince was more adventurous this time around. He let the chef decide the pieces on his bowl when he ordered omakase sanchoku don, or bowl number 5. Omakase means to live it up to you, and sanchoku means straight from the source. He was pretty delighted with the outcome. Composed of man-made islands off the coast of the city, Odaiba is another must-see. Attractions here include a view of the iconic Rainbow Bridge, Fuji TV Building, and Leisureland, with a giant arcade, haunted house, ninja illusion house, bowling alleys, and more. It's also a shopping haven with malls like Diversity Tokyo Plaza and Aqua City. Don't miss the life-size Unicorn Gundam statue guarding Diversity. When we visited, what stood there was the RX-78-2 model, but it has been replaced by the RX-0 Unicorn model. Shibuya is one of the 23 special wards that make up the urban megahub that is Tokyo. Within its territory are several major attractions, including the famous Harajuku neighborhood, where you will find the Takeshita Dori, an extremely popular shopping street flanked with boutiques and restaurants. When people imagine Harajuku, this is probably what they have in mind. Takeshita Dori is crowded and lively, embodying Harajuku's reputation as the center of Tokyo's youth culture. Check out the shops and the snack kiosks. Also in Harajuku is Meiji Shrine, a Shinto site completed in 1921 in honor of Emperor Meiji and Empress Shoken. The shrine grounds are huge, so take your time and admire the verdant surroundings and the breath of fresh air. Shrine admission is free, but the tea house garden park next to it charges 500 yen per person. Just next to Meiji Shrine is Yoyogi Park, where locals meet and socialize, play sports, dance, or just hang. There are cherry blossoms here too in spring, but not as many as those in other parks. If you get hungry, drop by Harajuku Gyoza Raw or Harajuku Gyoza Lu. This gyoza place is a favorite among tourists and locals. Serving Japan's signature dumplings for only 200 yen per plate, it's an inexpensive dining hotspot. Of course, don't leave Shibuya without crossing what many consider the world's busiest intersection. It still baffles me how an intersection became a famous tourist spot, but hey, whatever floats your boat, I guess. One thing I love doing here though is watch people. Get a seat at a nearby cafe and go for it. And oh, the statue of Hachiko, the faithful dog, is close to the crossing, just in front of Shibuya Station. You'll know you're there when you see a crowd building up for their turn to take a photo. Ueno Park is one of the largest parks in Tokyo. It is also surrounded by several museums including the Tokyo National Museum, the Tokyo Metropolitan Art Museum, the National Science Museum, and the National Museum for Western Art, and temples including Kaneiji Temple and Kiyomizu Kannon Temple. But Ueno Park is most popular during Sakura season. The park nurtures 1,000 cherry trees flanking its main pathway. The Imperial Palace remains the official residence of the imperial family. Located at the site where Edo Castle used to stand, it sits at the center of a large park, scribbled with wide green moats and colossal stone dikes. The Emperor makes an appearance and greets the audience throughout the day only on January 2 and February 23, his birthday. So if your timing is right, head over to the palace grounds. Shinjuku is another of the 23 city-level wards in Tokyo, but most tourists often use the term to mean the area surrounding Shinjuku Station, one of the two biggest, busiest, and most connected stations in the city. There's a big chance you're gonna find yourself here. Whether you're here to visit the Shinjuku Gyoen or just making a train transfer, you might as well check out the shops. The station itself is connected to department stores like Keiyo and Isetan. If you're looking for the usual clothing chains, you'll find their big shops marking the corners of Shinjuku along with well-known upscale brands. But two of the most interesting shops for me are Bic-Clo, a merger of the electronics giant Bic Camera and casual wear brand Uniqlo, and Komeo, brimming with both brand new and pre-loved designer items like watches, bags, and other garments. The Ghibli Museum showcases the work of Studio Ghibli, the Japanese animation studio that produced unforgettable movies like Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro, and was co-founded by Hayao Miyazaki. They don't sell tickets on site. Because of its massive popularity and limited number of visitors per day, it's incredibly difficult to snag a ticket, so you need to book in advance. You can do so on Klook. Whew! That was a lot! 20 down, but we've just started. If you only have a very limited time in Tokyo and your itinerary is super packed, one of the most convenient is the Tokyo Subway ticket. The Tokyo Subway ticket grants you unlimited access to all subway lines including Toei and Tokyo Metro, but not JR lines. In our next video, we'll take on the lesser known but still worthy attractions throughout the city. Wanna be in the know when it's up? Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon now. If you need more information about traveling around Japan, you'll find comprehensive travel guides with sample itineraries on our website, www.thepoortraveler.net, or check out the links in the description. If you have questions, make good use of the comment section below. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Just look for @ThePoorTraveler _L. You may also tune in to the Poor Traveler podcast on Spotify. That's all for now. Remember, plan smart, travel safe, and make every trip worth it.